And really guys, listen to this video because I did one giant map and I had to remake it 3 times just to learn this. So you will save probably 50 hours. I lost 50 hours because I didn't know this. So save 2 days of your life. Guys, welcome to another video. And today this will be about Meshparts. Meshparts are very important thing in optimization process on Roblox. And not many people know that you can turn actually on some unions or parts to a mesh parts. We have a union right here and you can turn it actually into a mesh part. So let's give it some colors too. So because of one thing I want to show too. Let's say this is some wall and whatever it is, it doesn't matter. Let's spawn a mesh part. If you do not know how to spawn mesh part and things like this, watch how to build like a pro series. Now go to union, right click on it, go to export selection right here and basically save it under whatever name you want. Saving. Now go to the mesh part, find mesh ID, it is right here. Click on this folder on the right side, click, find the object, find where you put the union object or 3D object. Click on it. You can spawn it on location that you want, but for this purpose it will be better to keep it here. So we press no and now we wait for mesh to import it. Now try to compare these two things. Did you spot some difference? Of course you did. Maybe not if you are color blind, but actually this one is white and we want it brown. So how to fix this, you may ask? Go to properties again and look at this texture ID thing and you see some ID here. So delete it and now it is fixed. Now of course after you put the union into mesh part or when you optimize it, do not forget to of course anchor. And I'm not sure, but I think that mesh parts are actually better in collisions. So let's test it. This will take some more complicated unions, so I'll be back soon. So let's actually test if the collisions are better on mesh part. I think there was some update from Roblox that unions are not so bad at collisions anymore. But I'm not sure about it, but it seems it is true. And it's pretty much same. I told you like that there is a bigger difference, that the collisions are better in mesh parts. They are pretty much the same, but at least if you thought that the collisions would be worse mesh parts, then they are not. This is a proof of that. Maybe if there would be some more difficult union it would be different, but on most unions it is the same thing. And that's what matters the most. And you might say, what's the point of turning unions into mesh parts? Well, that's because of some things that we will talk about today. And probably the biggest reason, like I mentioned in the introduction, is basically because mesh parts are way better for your Roblox game when you are doing it than unions are. Mostly it is best to actually use mesh parts in some giant games to optimize if you are doing some big maps or something. Yes, 10 unions won't kill your game, but if you have 1000 of them, then probably that will do a good amount of lags. And of course also depending on how the unions are hard, how much the unions are complicated, then also that's the other consideration on how much they can lag your game. But the mesh parts, and that's the topic of this video today, on the other hand, do not do that amount of lags, and I would say personally they do way less lags.